Hi everyone, you're watching InfoVenue. I'm Abbas, and in this video, I'm going to have a candid interview with Sadaf Ahmed. She is a MBA Hospital Management student. You will get to know more about her. We'll be having a discussion. So if you're new to this channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon for more informative and education videos. So let's start. Hi Sadaf, how are you? Welcome to InfoVenue.
Hello Abbas, I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine too. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
So Sadaf, please give a brief introduction about yourself.
Hello everyone. My name is Sadaf Ahmed. I'm a second year student of MBA Hospital Management. I did my bachelor's in physiotherapy from Amarjyoti Institute of Physiotherapy, Delhi University.
Okay, fine. So my next question to you is, you have done BPT. So tell us more about why did you do BPT? Why not any other course? And give a brief introduction about the course BPT, what all subjects you have studied, and any experience you want to share.
I had PCB in my class 11 and class 12. So just like any PCB student, I wanted to do MBBS initially. So, but I wasn't very serious about doing MBBS as well, because I did not take any coaching. I did not. I had tuitions, but I wanted to do MBBS, but not very like how students are generally, that they take coachings in class 11 and 12 and they drop out after class 12. They take a gap and then they study and they take coaching, but there was nothing like that. So after my class 12, while I was filling up online forms, so you can see that in online forms there is an option like option 1, option 2 and option 3. So my first option always used to be MBBS, then it used to be BDS, and there was B Pharma as well, and then I actually came across physiotherapy. So I didn't want to do B Pharma at all, because it includes chemistry, which I did not like. So but then I came across this physiotherapy, and at that time I did not know, but then I studied about it. I then did my research and talked to a few people who at that time I knew that they were doing physiotherapy at that time, after researching about it. So then I got to know, and I thought that I felt that it was interesting. So I developed my interest in it. And then for physiotherapy, actually there are different colleges, and they have their own entrance exam. So you have to clear their entrance exam. Like I did from Amarjyoti to Amarjyoti had yes, Delhi University. So there are two colleges in Delhi University. One is Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay, and second college is Amarjyoti. So by the time I filled out my form, Pandit Deen Dayal ka time nikal chuka tha, so I could not. And at that time I also did not know about many other colleges, like in Jamia Millia Islamia, they have this course, they have it in Jamia Hamdard as well. And yes, IP is there. It is under the name of Banasidas Chandiwala. So I did not fill out their forms, but fortunately I got admission in Amarjyoti. So I was very happy at that time. So it is actually a 4-year course with 6 months of internship. Yes.
Okay, so what all subjects you studied in this course? You can tell few.
During our first year, we have basic subjects like anatomy, physiology, pharmacology, pathology, microbiology, all these subjects. So for any physiotherapist, the most important subject is anatomy. We have to learn anatomy to its core, especially of the limbs. So that was it in our first year. Then in second year we have subjects like exercise therapy, electrotherapy, like it consists of all the exercises that we have to do, and then electrotherapy, like all the electrical equipments or devices that we use to treat patients. It is about that. And we have subjects like sociology, psychology and biomechanics. So, and in our third and fourth year, we have very important subjects about different conditions in orthopedics or neuro or sports and cardio. So we learn about those conditions and their treatment in our third and fourth year.
Okay, so I would like to tell that I have already made a video on physiotherapy. So if you guys want to see that, you can click on the I button and you can see that video. So Sadaf, my next question to you is what are the job opportunities after BPT?
Just after doing your BPT, you become a physiotherapist. So there are not many options, but I think a person should not have much expectations from their first jobs. So the starting salary is less, and but with time you tend to earn more, and it can range somewhere between 20 to 25 if you work in any hospital or clinic.
Okay. Even physiotherapists, they can work independently also, like they can go with home visits also. So is it a feasible option for physiotherapists?
Yes, I know a lot of people do that, and see, some people earn more just how you manage things. Like I know a few people who go to a different clinic in the morning, then they go to a separate clinic in the evening, and in between they see private patients. And there are people who only just see private patients and they earn a lot. So it just depends how you manage your time and what you do. So it's like people who see private patients or they go to different clinics, they tend to earn a lot more than people who just work at the same place.
Yeah, I think salary varies from individual to individual, and I have seen physiotherapists earning 20k. I have seen physiotherapists earning in crores also. Like if you'll see the physiotherapists in IPL and the those who have into sports, they earn, I think, quite well. So it's up to
Yes, they do, but it's not initially they can't earn that much, but with time it depends on your exposure as well, where you're working, and your experience. These things matter a lot, and how good a physiotherapist you are, that also depends. So there are various factors. Like if you have a clinic, you will obviously earn more than you earn in any job, but the thing is that it requires a huge investment.
Yes, you're right.
Yes. So you need a big space, you need different equipments, you need plinths, you need devices. So they cost thousands and lakhs. So before you have to earn a lot of money, you have to invest a lot of money. So and you can't do that initially because first you need experience as well. And so I think if somebody wants to have a clinic, they should first get experience like 4 to 5 years. Yes. Or there are people like whose parents are already physiotherapists, so it is a lot easier for them to just join their clinic.
You're right. So you are currently pursuing MBA in hospital management. So like why did you choose MBA in hospital management and not MPT? Because MPT is also one of the option after BPT, and MBA is also one of the options. So like why specifically MBA and why not MPT?
There's not any big reason behind it. So I just wanted to explore different thing. I just wanted to have other options open for me. So that's why I got into MBA. During all my 4 years of graduation, I had it in my mind that I have to do MPT. But somehow during my internship, while I was doing my internship in Sir Gangaram Hospital, my mind changed, because that's a big hospital and you meet a lot of people. So from there I got to know about this course. I talked to a few doctors and management people about this course, and quite a few of my seniors, I knew that they did their MBA. So then I talked to those people. So then I thought of changing my field, but I don't regret it. I wouldn't say that one particularly has to do be a MBA after BPT, or it is better. No, it's completely different. It is my personal choice, and so far I have it has been a good experience, and I am liking
Okay.
it.
And even public health is also one sector where BPT graduates can go, and even in MBA, not BPT, even MBBS graduates, BDS, BAMS, BUMS, PHMS, they also go with this course after their graduation.
Yes, yes. So mainly people from medical and paramedical background, they tend to do this course, and masters in public health is also a good option.
So, yeah.
So
So, if you want to see videos on MBA hospital management, I have made multiple videos. So you can watch by clicking on the I button, or you can directly watch from the playlist. Okay. So my next question to you, Sadaf, is like how much a physiotherapist can earn after completing BPT. So I'll give you three options, like just after completing BPT, or second is after BPT plus MPT, and the third option is after BPT plus MBA in hospital management.
Bas, as I told you earlier, that from your first job you should not have many expectations. So, like just after completing your BPT, your salary can range from 20 to 25 or 30 if you're working in any good clinic. So, but if you do BPT plus MPT, so MPT is actually specialization that you do in either orthopedics or ortho or cardio, neuro, and sports. So you can earn a little more than that, like up to 3,000, 5,000 or 7,000 more than you used to earn in your BPT. So, and if you do BPT plus MBA, so then also you will get a little better than what you used to get in BPT, but it just depends where you get your job. And
I think, yeah,
but the growth is
I
good
would like to add one
in
thing.
MBA.
I think experience matters the most. So the more experience you will get, the better salary you will get with time.
That's true. And in MBA you have many more options. Like if you do physiotherapy, so you become a physiotherapist. But if you do MBA, so there are many different jobs you can get into in a hospital or in public health. So you have many options open for you. And if you have an interest in it, then I think you are definitely going to perform well. But there are people who love biology and they don't want to do anything different, and that's their choice. So I'm not criticizing, I'm just saying that if you want to explore new things and if you want to get into different things, then I think you can do MBA like public health or hospital management. So you have many options open for you after
Okay. So Sadaf, I think I've taken a lot of your time, so I will ask you the last question. So give us a final advice to the students who want to make a career in physiotherapy. So any tips you want to give?
See, earlier there was not much awareness about this course. Like as I told you about myself, I also did not know in my class 11 and 12 that I wanted to do physiotherapy. So but with time now I see that students who pursue physiotherapy, they actually want to do it and they already know about the course. So I think that if you want to pursue this course, you should first study about it. You should do your research, because then it is not good that you pursue this course and then you leave it, and you don't after that you feel that this is not what I wanted, or this is not something of my interest. So I would suggest you to do your research first, and it is a really good course, and now it is a lot in demand, and there are many conditions which for them the only treatment is physiotherapy. So like in various orthopedics or neurological conditions, so the only treatment for those conditions is physiotherapy. So but to be a physiotherapist and for this profession, I would suggest you that there are two things that are very important. Those are, first, you should be consistent with your work.
Yes.
And second thing is you should have a lot of patience, because when you are new, when you are a student, you just expect faster results, and you will just expect that today my patient has come up to me, and if the next day he'll come, then there will be a huge difference, and then he'll get treated very soon, but it's not like that. It's not magic. It takes time. So first you have to be very consistent with your work, and you have to be motivated. You have to keep the patient motivated, and then you have to be very patient. You have to keep patience, because obviously it takes time. So these are the two very important things that if you are not like that right now, but if you do this course, you will learn these two things. And one more thing I want to say is that in ortho and in neuro there is a huge difference, that in ortho the results are they come faster, but in neuro they take a lot of time. They take up to 6 months or years, and there are diseases which do not get treated, so they just have to be managed. So at that time you have to be motivated, and you have to keep the patient motivated. Yes.
I have seen one of my relative.
And one more thing
I was saying, like I have seen one of my relative, and he was also undergoing physiotherapy. So he has the problem of paralysis. So it took a lot of time for him. So the person who was doing the sessions, he used to motivate the patient. So I have seen personally from my eyes also, like it takes time.
Yes, it takes time, and when you see the results on your patients, there is a great satisfaction and the respect you earn from your patients, because in physiotherapy you tend to spend a lot of time with your patients. Like if you're going to spend half an hour or 1 hour with your patients, you are constantly going to be engaged with the patient. You will have to talk with the patient, and you will know, you will see the progress in your patients, because they'll come to you every day or every alternate day. So along with the patients you are going to see their progress, and I think it's a great job if anybody wants to pursue physiotherapy, because then there's a lot of engagement of the physiotherapist with the patient, and when they see the results and when they see the respect that they have gained in the eyes of their patients, I think it gives them a great feeling. I know, because I have been a physiotherapist. I've done my internship, and during my 3rd and 4th year we used to go for postings. So we used to go to different hospitals, so we used to see a lot of patients over there. So I think it's great. So now there is a lot of awareness, and it is also a lot in demand, and I think if anybody wants to do it, I think it is a great option for them.
Okay, and even I would like to add one thing, like other than India, if you will go to abroad countries, you will find that physiotherapy has a better scope than India. So you can also look for countries outside India, like US, German.
That's absolutely true.
So you can go with those options also.
Like New Zealand, Australia, there's a lot of scope for physiotherapists there. So if you want to go abroad, that's great.
Okay, so Sadaf, this was all about this session. Like I think I have completed all the questions. So I would like to thank you for giving your valuable time for this candid interview, and I hope the students and those who are looking forward to make a career in physiotherapy, they would have benefited from this video. So thanks again, Sadaf, for giving your time.
And thank you so much for having me here.
Pleasure is all mine. So guys, this was all about this candid interview. I hope you would have liked this interview. If you have liked this interview, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon. You can follow InfoVenue on different social media handles. I am active on Instagram. You can follow me there. I provide personalized online career counseling sessions. So if you have doubts about your career, you are looking for possible career options, you want mentorship, you can book your slot with me, where I will guide you with the best possible options. You can have one-on-one session with me. So you can text me, you can ping me on Instagram for that. So thank you and have a nice day.